Welcome back to our Be a Pro Goalie series with Frank. And we're here in the custom sliders section. And if you remember my stream, I basically broke the game and made the CPUs very overpowered last time. I made the attribute effects 10 out of 10. Bad idea. Don't do that. So we're going to bump it up 1 to 6. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. I also want to bump the periods up to 6 minutes because I think that's going to yield some accurate shots. I saw a Be a Pro by Avalanche fan, and if you don't know him, check him out on YouTube. I have to give him credit for this because he yielded about 20 shots a game, depending on the game, obviously, and that seems to be pretty realistic and what we're aiming for here. Now, bumping up that attribute effect slider is going to make things a lot more difficult. So what that does is it creates separation between the players. So a 91 overall, or sorry, a better example, there's going to be more of a difference between an 85 overall player and an 84 overall player. So you bump up that slider, there's more separation between those two players. You lower it, they become more the same. That's going to make Sidney Crosby play like Sidney Crosby compared to, like, let's say Frank at 73 overall. Like, he's going to get lit up. That's what we're doing. We're making our 73 actually play like a 73. Now, I don't suggest doing that if you want immediate success. So this is going to make things harder. It's going to make things more realistic. I'm a first-year goalie. I honestly shouldn't be in the NHL probably. So bumping that up is going to make it seem more that way. Now, realistically, I think 7 is probably the perfect setting. Maybe 8, depending on how hard you want to make it. It depends how much time you have, though, because for the sake of our YouTube series, we don't really get into like 5 seasons, really. You know, we barely get through 1 sometimes. So for the sake of our YouTube series, we're only going to put it at 6. But if you really want an accurate experience and you play this every day, go like 7 or 8. Nice glove save. Frank, dish it out. Now, this is a big episode, and I'm not just saying that because it's longer, because of 6-minute periods. We're talking about some ideas for NHL 18, possibly if they decide to release another patch. I don't know if they are, for NHL 17 patches, but don't count on that. But who knows? You never know. I don't want to beat to death the same issues that we've been beating to death for the last 2 months about goalie. We don't need to go into that. That we know about it. It's just a matter of time if they're going to get fixed or not. So, time and resources, that is. What, this guy, whoa, tip, oh man, rebound. Saw it coming, I just couldn't get over in time. That's 1-0 Colorado. I had to sim a couple games because I wasn't starting, but that's alright. I'm going to give us some context after this too. I know it's only like, what, 3-4 games into the season, but we got to see where we're at, right? It's been a while. We got to see how Ben Bishop is doing. Keep tabs on. It's got to happen. There's something wrong. Whether we like to admit it or not, there's something wrong with them. There's no reason guys on the East Coast should be directed to the West Coast server. Playing goalie on a 40 ping, a 30 ping, is difficult. The right stick doesn't work anymore. When I'm on the East Coast, I have like an 18 ping. I have decent internet, and I know guys with better internet who have like a 5 ping when they're on the proper server, but then they get put on the West Coast, and you're back skating in mud. It happened to me in Pro Series last night. Luckily, I was still able to shut down the other team because they were on the West Coast server too. And it wasn't a good experience for everyone. They were complaining about, they were Xbox players, and they thought it was just the PS4 connection. But honestly, it was just one of those games where we got put on the wrong server. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not going to touch on like pucks going through the goalie's pads or like freezing issues because we all have that. I want to talk about the desperation saves because I think that's something that could start separating goalies. Oh my god, off the crossbar. I think that's something that could separate good goalies from bad goalies and reaction time from people with no reaction time. What they did to the stack the pads save, they added momentum. Oh my god, he hand passed that to the other team. I wasn't expecting another shot there. This is ridiculous. Oh. they added momentum to the stack the pad save. So if I'm moving left here, you'll see I actually slide across the crease. That's great. It made that save viable. So if there was like a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1 and the pass happens to get through, I can stack the pads on the low side and actually make a save if I react on time. And that's like the nice part. Like, it's not a for sure save every time. It's if you react in time, you might get a piece of it and keep it out of the net, which is important. Add that to the other saves. Like, the dive is so bad, you don't actually really gain any ground. And even if we do, it's not enough. So add a little more. I think it'll make the dives a viable save option. Short side, really? Wow. Thought I was there, but once again, that attribute effect slider does come into play. He's not going to reach like a normal 90 overall goalie would be. Anyway. So, next. Let's see. Cover-ups. I'm not going into cover-ups, a specific issue I have that I think needs to be added. It's just a save animation. So when you have auto cover turned on and you're hugging the post and the puck is sitting on your pad next to the post, you can stay on the post and then cover it. Your goalie will cover it automatically. Well still on the post, but when you have manual covers on, it just sits there, and then if you hit triangle, your goalie does this one, that save cover-up animation, excuse me, and it pulls you off the post, and by that time you're, you've probably got the puck poked in, so we can't have that. So right now I'm basically just sitting on my post and letting the other team poke at it, and then letting my team come crashing into the net. They basically knock me off the post and the puck goes in. It's not good. We just need that cover-up animation when we're on the post. Give it to us. Next, let's see. Speaking of desperation saves, let's talk about that. I want control over the spinning, flailing save that happens when the puck goes over your shoulder. So we've all had that. What a save, Frank. Wow. We've all had that save animation happen where you give up a weak wrister and it pops up over your shoulder, and then your goalie spins and knocks it into his own net. It's frustrating. I hate it, and the only reason I hate it is because I'm not controlling it. I have no control over my goalie doing that animation. I want control over it. I asked for this, I think, in 16, and it just, oh my goodness. It just didn't make it, but I want to be able to control that animation because I think it's a great desperation save, and it should be in the game because pucks do pop up over you and squeak through 5-hole in real life, okay? So I do want that save. Oh my god, what kind of shot was that? I need to pause and look at that. Hold on, hold that thought. Druin, what is this? Goes behind the net, holds it forehand. Oh my goodness. Anyway, give us control over that desperation save. I suggest mapping it to circle and up and down because there's nothing mapped to that currently. It's stack the pads as left and right, and it just makes sense to me. Like, it's a backside spin and a frontside spin. So what I mean by that is, so a backside spin, let's just say use your stick side for an example. Backside spin is when you lead with your stick with your glove behind you, or in this case your stick's going out front and your glove's going behind you. So map that to up and down plus circle, and I think it would be great. I don't know how achievable or easy that is, but I'd like to see it happen. Next, we'll talk about the right stick. The right stick obviously needs some responsiveness improvements. We know that. We've been over that a lot. But I think there needs to be an added animation to the blocker side. Let's take a minute here. I'm always getting my thoughts interrupted by things going on in the game. So take a look at these numbers. Fairly realistic. We're getting outplayed by Colorado, and they have 12 shots. That's realistic numbers here. I like that. 12 shots in the first period to 7, whatever we had. Anyway. The right stick needs some blocker side animations. Right now I've only noticed one, and it's this weird like turtle animation where your goalie like hunches over and gets low and tries to stab at it with his blocker. We need a high blocker save like the high glove animation they added, because that saves great. I use the right stick now in club because of that save animation, because it used to just be the spread eagle low glove save. You get ripped up high. Now you can actually make a save using it on your high glove. Now, depending on what your ping is... Oh, he sniped him! 2-2. There we go. Attaboy, Hedman. Depending on how, like what your ping is, if it's over 30, don't even bother using the right stick because it'll be so delayed. You can't. But like if your ping's like decent, like 18 or like 10 or something, like... You can actually make some sweet glove saves on like one-timers from the circles. That's about your limit there. Anything closer, it's just too delayed. But they look sweet, and I like doing it. So hug the post there and poke the puck off our CPU stick so he doesn't bury it on her. Oh man, that frustrates me. Anyway, I suggested adding the high blocker save that the AI does, where they kind of like leave their feet and lunge at the puck with their blocker and end up on their ass. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. I'd love to be able to make that save in game. Nice one-timer, wow. It would be pretty awesome to be able to make that save in game. People would probably enjoy that and seeing that. And then, plus, if you improve the responsiveness, then it's viable and we can see it more. There we go, 3-2. Look at that. The next thing is allowing users to pick their default butterfly movement. So I have precision on as default, and I'll show you here. This is the default butterfly movement because of that. Aggressive movement. Let us pick that, separate it from the standing precision movement, and let us pick our butterfly movement. I think that'd be awesome, because as of it is right now, I have to hold 2 buttons. And I know there are people who do like the normal precision butterfly movement, and would use that. So just, you know, let us pick that. It would be great. And then the next idea, oh, what a toe drag. Oh my god, he got around that guy. That was sick. The next idea comes from the forums, and I don't know if it's J-Trick or who it was on the forums. Give credit to these guys for this idea. Give us a precision movement slider to control our speed like the players have a pass assist slider. I think that was an amazing idea, because some people do like the increased speed and some people hate the increased speed. They like the default one from the original release. So let us, you know, have control over that. Now, my suggestion is bumping up the speed, the default speed, to be even a little bit faster, and then only allow us to decrease the speed, make ourselves slower. That way it's fair. No one's playing on super speed goalies just because they can control it. You know, I think that's a good idea, and it allows us to control the half push speed too. So like if we like this speed for half pushes but want fast for full pushes, then, you know, let us do that. I don't know how easy or hard that would be, but I think it would be cool nonetheless. Oh my god, there we go, 4-2. That's what we like to see. I forgot to bring this up. I think I forgot to bring it up. In the menu, the custom slider, so the game speed slider is great. I love bumping that up as a skater. It makes your guy way faster, makes everyone on the ice way faster, except for human goalies. We stay the same speed no matter what, even with the game speed slider increase. You don't get any faster as a human goalie. I think that needs to happen, just like it would as if you were a human skater. That way you can keep up with the speed of the play and there's no issue. The next thing is custom goalie masks. Now everyone, oh my god, everyone has asked for this for so long. I would love to have a fully customizable mask. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see that happening until everything else is fully customizable, if that even ever happens. Just give us a color picker mask. Let us unlock a mask that we can at least match the color of our uniforms or our pads or whatever. Oh, nice. I don't have a mask to play on because there's no pink masks in the NHL or AHL, at least that I know of. Oh, I got out of position there. I was cheating, not gonna lie. So give us that color picker mask and let us unlock it, because as of right now, there are not a lot of goalie unlocks, which are like, that's frustrating. There's nothing to chase for goalies in ESHL right now compared to skaters. They got all these celebrations and stuff, and we got nothing. So my suggestion for that, there's two. Let us unlock full goalie pad sets. So not just like, okay, you unlock the trapper and you unlock the pad. No, I want a full set of like retro-inspired pads. Like, you don't exactly have to copy Ken Dryden's pads, but like, at least give us like an inspired version of them, you know, or something. You know, if you can't get the rights to all that equipment, like have the art team or something come up with like an inspired set, and then you unlock the set and you can only wear like the full equipment, mask, pads, trapper, blocker, or a stick, you know, like all at once. I think that'd be awesome. Give us multiple things to unlock for that. And then I think the second part of this is goalie post-save celebrations. Now, my idea is to have it like a kill streak in Call of Duty. Sounds funny when you're talking about a hockey game, but I don't think every save we should be able to celebrate, because that's dumb. If we like make 5 saves in a row without giving up a goal or something, you know, whatever the number needs to be, like unlock a thing where we can hit triangle after a save is made and we can do an animation. I think that would be awesome. We can do it like whenever we want once we unlock it. You know, maybe I make 5 saves in a row, and then like the next one's like some weak like backhander, and I just like save it. Like I don't want to taunt the other team after that. Like I don't want to taunt the team after a huge glove save, and then like have cool stuff. Like my go-to is flipping the puck out of my trapper and then smashing it with my stick over the glass, like one-handed, over the glass, like a home run. I think that'd be amazing. I want to hear your ideas for that. I want to hear your custom goalie post-save animation celebrations, because I think we could get pretty creative. And honestly, I really like the way the skaters can have some fun after goals. Like I think, honestly, it's not realistic really, but I think it's a nice fun aspect of the game. Now the rest of this Word document is a little bit of like theoretical stuff. There is one thing I want to go into that's on it's about the classes. Now people are upset that this really isn't, and that's on purpose, just because they're trying to get the actual position of goalie to work properly first before they start making, you know, pluses and minuses and stuff like that. I think we should ditch stand-up hybrid in Butterfly. Get rid of those classes, because no goalie in the NHL plays anything other than a hybrid. Oh, what a toe save! Oh my goodness. We need my idea for the classes are an athletic class and a positional class. Now those names are very, I guess, generic, but they describe what I'm going to talk about pretty accurately. So the positional class, it wouldn't be an attribute-based thing. It would be more of a separate tuning. And that's where I don't know if that's very possible right now, but who knows? I could ask someone about it. Right now, if you're moving and a shot's taken, your momentum takes you with that shot. So if a shot happens, and, oh man, I thought he was going to go short side there. Let me explain. Cover it! Oh my god! I whiffed. Oh, okay. Right now, if a shot's taken and I'm moving left, I will continue to move left after the shot, so my goalie will automatically move. I think that's a good thing. It helps us save cross creases, but that's why against the grain shots go in so much for goalies who try to be active. And the way to save those shots is honestly just be still. And a lot of people don't like that because they don't think that's how you play goalie, but it is the way you play goalie in this game. You need to have your feet set when a shot's coming, or you need to guess the correct direction that the shot's going to go so you can move into it. That's your two options. So my suggestion is separate the tuning. The positional goalie will play a lot like it is now, except you will be punished if a shot comes and your feet aren't moving, which sounds funny, but it makes sense for goalies who play aggressive. You know, even if your feet are moving backwards, that's good enough. So if you want to stay in the same spot, you would just like come up here and you would track back, and you get rewarded for having your feet moving. However, if you're sitting still like this and like deep in your crease, then you get punished for that, and you won't make that save. Now we're gonna cover that up. Now, the positional, like I said, the positional class would play a lot like it is now. You get rewarded for having your feet set, but you're going to get punished harder for moving left. Like, if you move into a shot, then you should probably still save it. You might block it instead of gloving it, but that's just my idea. It's out there. It's a very rough idea. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, we got 12 minutes left in the third. Honestly, the rest of the stuff is just theory. Like, one thing I want to touch on is, like, goalies right now think that some goalies who play drop-in think that goalie's too hard. And I don't know if it's too hard necessarily, as much as you can't bail out tyke level defense. You play drop-in, you probably, chances are, don't have good defense in front of you. And, I mean, because at like the highest level of 6v6, if you have good defense in front of you, games aren't like 4-3. If you have good defense, it's good defense. Games are like 2-1, 1-0. Like, I won a game 2-0 last night, and I was able to bail out my team enough, fairly realistically, I would say. So if we make it so that you can bail out your team in drop-in, that means at the highest level, the most competitive level with the best players, that it's going to be like nothing games. And do we really want that? And I understand the majority of you guys don't play at the highest level, but like, there are people who do, and you got to think about that. So, I mean, that's tough. Oh boy, here we go. Is it going to get a breakaway? I'm going to challenge him. Oh, you 5-hole! No way! Oh! Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay. That's not good. 4-3. We're going to have to shut him down here. Okay. It's time to focus on the game. Point shot. Almost went 5-hole again. We're going to throw it behind the net. That was a mistake. Turnover. There goes our grade. I like this, though. Honestly, like, look at the chances I've faced. Like, there have been pretty high percentage chances. Like, it's been a challenge. It's playing more, like, online. Like, the CPU, like, I don't know, like, what happened, if it's just the NHL or the 6-minute periods, or if that attribute effect slider does make that much of a difference. But, like, wow. That was pretty cool. I'm going to have to test this. I'm going to have to play as, like, Carey Price in an offline, like, versus mode and see, like, how good I am with the attribute slider turned up. Johnson with the puck in the corner. To the point. Point shot. Nice glove save by Varlamov. I'm just looking down my list here. Oh, I said we need to fix T-pushes. That was another thing. Because there's a place for T-pushes. Like, people don't understand, like it's not a speed burst button, man. You T-push to challenge a shot. You come out to challenge a shot, and then it goes to the point, and then there's a point to point. You T-push across. Like, it just needs, like, this initiating animation right here that you see, where my shoulders are turning. That needs to go for them to be viable. I'm going to dump it in. Ooh. This is a problem. Oh, that's a sick move. I love that. The T-push, yeah. Fix it. T-pushes, it's not a speed boost button. You're not going to go from here to here and make a save. Like, that's not when you should be doing that. You should be butterfly sliding. Users need to understand that the proper times to use them, and then I think they'll see, like, that, oh, they're not broken. I'm just using it at the wrong time. I mean, they're very broken. Don't get me wrong. But they're just using them at the wrong times, too. Like I said, it's not a speed burst button. Even though in the past, like L1 was like the precision movement modifier, so it can seem that way, but It's not what it is. T-pushes have a place in a scenario to use it. Oh my god! I'm pretty sure he saved that shot too while he's midair. That's hilarious. Bury it. Oh my god. Oh.
Colorado's 2-minute penalty is a minor and the call is hooking. Tampa Bay's power play unit hasn't gotten started yet.
1 minute and 30 seconds left, 4-3. I'm going to be very happy with this game if I don't give up another goal. Obviously, we're going to win 3 goals. I'm a 73 overall, 100%. Like, maybe, like I thought maybe I was in position for some of those, and I think my attributes came into play there. I like that. I like that that slider works. We'll see, I guess, obviously with a larger sample size. I'm going to try and stream some via Pro. We'll see what happens, but we go behind the net. 30 seconds left here. We're on the power play. Hopefully we can keep it in their end for a bit. Work the puck around. Nice shot. Fairly happy with the amount of shots we faced too, I think. I've been distracted, clearly, by our discussion, but... And here they go. This is big. They pulled their goalie in front. Oh, where is that? He's going to shoot it right into my chest there. That was a bunt clutch. I said, bury it. No! So wide. That's so classic. Missing the open net. Bury it. There it is. Oh, he blocked it. 6 seconds left. They might have one more shot here. Nope. They're going to turn over. There we go. Big 4-3 win for Frank. On a much higher difficulty, facing more chances. I love that. Frank is jacked up. Let's go. That's sick. That should help us. Honestly, 6-minute periods is going to help us face more shots. It's going to help us be a lot, increase our, how do you say, attributes, I guess. There we go. B pluses. I agree. I 100% agree with this right here. B plus on saves, B plus on positioning. Yeah. I gave up 3 goals. We still won. That's a B plus worthy. 24 shots to 25 shots. Love it. This is perfect. I highly suggest in your Be a Pro, you jack up the period length to 6 minutes. If you think it's too easy, which I guarantee a lot of people don't, jack up the attribute slider because you'll probably end up in the AHL. I'm going to be honest. If you jack up that attribute slider, you're going to end up in the AHL. To 7 or 8. It's realistic if you're looking for that experience. It's a very realistic way to go about things. You're a first-year goalie. You should not be in the NHL right out of the draft. 875. That's pretty actually brutal now that I think about it, but it's okay. Like, once again, realistic. You shouldn't be in the NHL if you're a first-year goalie, right? Like, that's the way it is. You shouldn't have to grind it out in the AHL, and it should be easier down there. And then when you're ready, when you're like an 80-something overall, you get called back up, and there you are. So I really like that. I'm pretty happy with that. Again, there we go. 907 save percentage, 1.77 goals against average. I think we came into a game like when. Let's see here. Let's go to the stats because I definitely didn't play 3 games. I would have showed you guys. Team stats. Let's see where we're at in the division. We're in 5th place. It's only 4 games in. It doesn't matter. 2-2 there. And let's check out Ben Bishop's stats. Goalies. So he's not doing so hot. He's got a 3.54. Did we look at this? An 8.71. It's not great. So far, we are outplaying him. And we got 7 penalty minutes, too. Oh, look at Frank's face. Oh, man, he's elated. That's great. Anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me all your feedback on the period length, the slider setting, whatever you want. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.